Hello, everybody. I'm Ahmad Rashad, and this is Realtv.
Here comes another 30 minutes of the world's best shots caught on tape. A motorcyclist burns it up at 125 miles an hour. It ain't easy stopping at that speed.
It was a shocking moment when it happened.
A skater gets a taste of his own board. A novice jumper gets tangled in his chute, and his girlfriend takes every terrifying second. Plus, a fire breather sets his face on fire, and a race car flips a brain-scrambling 8 times. No matter who shot it, we got it. We're Realtv. Here's Ahmad Rashad.
Welcome to the show. We begin today with a high-speed chase that's frightening to watch. Frightening because there's only one way for it to end.
At 125 miles an hour, Orange County, California is just a blur. This suspect is doing double the speed limit, and slowing down isn't even on his radar. Cops on the ground have already turned this bad boy over to a police chopper because following him is suicide. Busting through red lights, slaloming through traffic, nothing is out of bounds for this guy. He even buzzes by a school bus at triple-digit speeds. Calling this guy an accident waiting to happen may be cliche, but it's also true. The suspect's luck runs out when he locks up his brakes and skids into the intersection. The result is a mind-blowing T-bone collision with the broadside of a bus. The guy is hurting, with injuries to his head and wrist, but the first cop on the scene isn't taking any chances. The man is sentenced to a year in jail for this chase. But when you look at how it ended, the guy's lucky he didn't get a lifetime in a wheelchair instead.
A world of hurt is just around the corner, right here on Realtv.
This Spanish rock band features a fire breather, and he's hot tonight. He takes a drink, then goes back to the show. What happens next is not part of the act. Watch again, and you'll see what went wrong. When he takes a swig, he spills alcohol on his hand. Seconds later, he puts his hand to his mouth, smearing alcohol all over his face. His skin bursts into flames as the man videotaping puts his camera down so he can help. The camera rolls again weeks later when the burned rocker leaves the hospital. And here's how he looks when the burns heal. Nice recovery for a performer who got careless and got burned.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, gotta hurt, gotta hurt.
Skateboarder Ben McAllister is so not having a good day. At the local high school, he goes in for a trick and takes it in the face.
Oh my God. Dude.
It's not pretty. Ben's bleeding like a faucet.
I don't believe it. Look at my tooth. Dude, come on. Call the ambulance. Dude, look at my tooth.
Let's see. It's not out though.
Oh, look at my lip. Oh, my lip is hanging off, dude.
Damn my phone.
The boys call for help.
Okay, I have an emergency.
Ben's in hell.
Look at my lip.
I know, get better.
Look at my lip. Ah!
The paramedics are there ASAP. Ben's lip is torn clear open.
When it first happened, I thought my face was going to be like ruined for the rest of my life because my lip was just like hanging there.
Ben has a dislocated tooth and gets 17 stitches in his lip.
It was a shocking moment when it happened. Like at first I didn't realize it. I go like this and just blood all over my hands, just dripping off my face. I thought my tooth was gone, but it was actually knocked back up into my mouth. Every time I watch the video, I have to close my eyes. I just can't look at it. It seriously brings back the pain every single time I watch the video. It's horrible.
Despite the sickening accident, there's one thing Ben wouldn't change about that day.
At least if something happens like this, you might as well get on video.
Well, it's a good thing you sent us that tape. Now, if you have any stunts like that, we want to see it. Give us a call at 1-888-REAL-TV-1 to get the details.
You're watching Real TV.
Seconds after jumping, this skydiver's in serious trouble, thousands of feet above Ontario, Canada.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
As Rick King hurtles towards Earth, his life hangs by a few twisted and tangled threads.
Jumper 1, pull your handle now. Jumper 1, look at your handle and pull. Jumper 1, look at your handle.
Over the radio, Rick's instructor desperately orders him to pull his reserve chute. Rick's panicked girlfriend just prays. The altitude siren screams a shrill warning that Rick's in mortal danger. Rick's girlfriend is frozen with terror.
Oh my God.
Thank you, jumper number 1. Congratulations. Okay, jumper 1. Hands up on landing, and remember the roll, jumper 1. Remember the roll. You're doing great, jumper 1. You're doing great. Yeehaw, jumper 1. Congratulations. That's the way, jumper 1.
He's okay, right?
Oh, yeah, he's fine.
The tension breaks, and the emotions run free.
You had a pretty worried girl here. They should parachute rise and bless.
I can't believe I just videotaped.
I felt so scared that I almost felt ill. I felt that I almost couldn't breathe. I felt helpless. I can't really fathom why I kept videotaping.
She captures on tape the very moment her man's life is saved with the simple pull of a handle.
I couldn't hear anything over the radio, and the sirens are what glued me into pulling my reserve handle. What was going through my head was, here goes nothing. This is my last chance. If the main doesn't pull away from me, I'm screwed.
Oh my God.
Thank you, jumper number 1. Congratulations.
Incredibly, after this near fatal jump, the loving couple is planning yet another amazing leap of faith. They're getting married.
I'm really thankful that we're still together and we're still very happy and that we've made plans together for the rest of our lives.
Did you know that Real TV is seen in over 70 countries all over the world?
Our next story is a car race. Car race? Car crash.
In Argentina, racers run neck and neck. Everything is going fine until... You counted right. That car flipped 8 times. Here's what happened. The guy in the red Chevy tries to move ahead on the curve. Unfortunately, the driver in the black car is in the way. The red car avoids that car, but clips the black Honda in front of it and sends it flying. After the crash, both drivers managed to walk away from the mangled cars with only minor injuries.
Coming up,
They say don't try this at home. Listen to him.
he didn't, and pays for it big time. Plus, the bull with some serious hops. Look out in the front row. And tomorrow, a race car is engulfed in flames and the driver's trapped inside for over a minute. Plus, an escaped con on a crime spree goes after a clerk with a knife.
There's more of the world's best caught on tape coming up, so don't go away. This is the show that just keeps them coming. The world's best caught on tape, right here on Real TV.
Welcome back. If these next tapes show us anything, it's that when animals are on the loose, it's a good idea to stay out of the way.
At the Charles County Fair in Virginia, horsepower takes on a whole new meaning. Next, handlers get set to rig the animals to a concrete block. The horses get spooked and go wild. The normally mild creatures tear down a fence and knock out a light pole before calling it quits. Luckily, no one's trampled to death. Animal attacks continue just outside Seattle, where tourists go on a wildlife tram ride. Just around the corner, it's a moose close-up.
Oh my gosh.
Another look shows the moose slam his antlers against the tram doors. Everyone on board is shaken, but okay. Now it's off to Thailand, and it's this big guy's lucky day. The elephant is about to get set free into the wild, but before that happens, the trainers must get him loaded up. Watch again. The elephant gives the trainer a serious trunk lashing.
You got me.
But just moments later, the elephant is calm and off to his new home.
No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. I think you get the idea.
It's an unusual and ridiculous-looking sight. A snowmobile towing a hang glider above the frozen fields of Grantsburg, Wisconsin. But Matt Anderson has wanted to try hang gliding for a long time. With no cliffs to jump off in this part of the world, they're doing the best they can with what they've got.
It's really not funny, is it? I know.
The next day, there's less snow, but no less enthusiasm.
Oh! There's problems. Are you okay, man?
This time, it's really not funny.
You all right? He's not. He's not all right. Matt, unconscious. Matt. Yeah. Get him out here. Matt. Matt. Wake up. Matt. 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 Pull the helmet off.
Even as he lifts off, Matt is already in trouble. The tow rope makes steering impossible. A sudden gust of wind slams him into the ground. The consequences are frightening.
Matt. Yeah. Matt.
Matt Anderson survives, but the impact on his life is indelible.
I was up there looking down going, wow, I'm really high. And then the next thing I know, I wake up in the hospital.
You bounced, you hit so hard.
The doctors say my brain was bruised very badly. I was out of work for a long time. I had slurred speech. I couldn't walk straight.
Weeks later, Matt is reunited with his friends.
Oh, sorry, I don't remember, anything that went on.
But there's no snowmobile and no hang glider. Not now or ever again.
If they say don't try this at home, listen to them. Because I didn't, and I paid for it.
Straight ahead, there's a reason the human tower record has stood for over 200 years. Plus, the woman who uses anything she can get her hands on to stop a crook.
Stick around. There's more great tape coming up in a flash. www.realtv1.com. Type it in and see what happens.
Welcome back. You are about to witness a bull festival where the men in the ring are supposed to be the only people in danger. But on this day, no one in the arena is safe.
It's the annual bullfights in Arles, France, and the whole town comes out to see these monsters up close. In this ring, they don't kill the bulls. They just dare them as they dash across the arena. But be careful, some bulls may be closer than they appear. Watch again in slow motion as a 3-year-old bull jumps out of the ring.
An
elderly couple runs away from the animal and clutches onto a pole for dear life. In this arena, if you sit in ringside seats, you may just become part of the action.
On Realtv, where else?
Police in Romania serve an arrest warrant to a notorious and dangerous loan shark. It's a standoff outside the criminal's apartment until the bad guy finally opens the door. While vicious dogs stand between him and police, the suspect grabs 2 Molotov cocktails. He uses them to keep the police outside his apartment. That's his wife screaming in terror in the background. Tensions mount until finally he's had enough. While the police back off, the second cocktail explodes in the apartment. As police stamp out the flames and search the apartment, the suspect is dragged out, cuffed, and hauled off to jail. Charged with 8 offenses, including money laundering and murder, this guy is spending the rest of his life behind bars.
Continuous, non-stop video back-to-back. You're watching Realtv.
Clerk Teresa Elston had no idea what was brewing when she left her mug of tea on the countertop inside her grocery store in Tarrenton, Pennsylvania. But as you can see in this surveillance footage, Teresa picks up her cup of tea just as a man is about to rob her. Look again. Teresa flings the piping hot tea in the man's face. But even scorching water doesn't stop him. He's determined to open the register.
I banged the guy in the head with the cup, and I thought I would knock him out. I really did.
But this tea party ain't over. Teresa's just getting started.
At first I was afraid, and then I became angry. So I proceeded along with the anger mode, and that seemed to work. Banging the cup on his head was a coup, I thought. I like that part.
The robber pretends to have a gun in his pocket, but Teresa's not buying it.
Open it.
Then a customer walks in. The battered robber gives up and runs out. The customer goes after him, but the robber escapes.
You know, that day I was going to use a styrofoam cup, and then I said, no, I can only get so much in a styrofoam, but I can fill this mug up so full.
Teresa can look at the videotape today and laugh. And even though what she did was dangerous, Teresa says she'd probably do it again. But first, she'll have to buy a new mug.
How about a metal coffee pot? Take a look at what's coming up on the next Realtv.
Tomorrow, a day of training turns to horror as propane gas ignites on top of firefighters. And here's a twist. The bull takes the fight into the stands. Closed captioning provided by...
Before we go, we wanted to show you some people who pushed themselves to the limit in one of the most unusual traditions you will ever see.
What goes up must come crashing down. There's passion and a lot of pain involved in the 200-year-old Spanish sport of human tower building. Teams practice for months with the strongest members at the base and the youngest, lightest, and bravest at the very top. Every team dreams of being the first ever to build a 9-story tower. The massive crowd serve 2 important purposes. They cheer the team, and they help catch the tumbling tower builders. And today, the 200-year-old record is finally broken. This team makes a mind-boggling 9-story human pyramid. It's a towering tribute to human determination and pure guts.
That's it for today's show, but as we go, check out these road rally racers. They're having a hard time keeping their cars in one piece. So long, everybody.